Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Gamer and we are playing Hearts of Iron 4, playing as the Empire of Japan in war against the United States. And just last time we did land on the US West Coast in Los Angeles, in San Diego and in San Francisco up here. And we were able to manage to get the first reinforcements in last time, and we are still under attack and the Americans are pushing very strongly with their artillery and all of their divisions. So this is going to be an extremely tough fight. We expect the Americans to have between 500-ish divisions, and the Mexicans obviously do have another 100 divisions as well, and even Canada has just a couple, as would the United Kingdom. So yeah, these guys might be reinforcing. So what we're going to do is we are going to set up a little bit of a naval patrol over here with our submarines, trying to capture any reinforcements that might be streaming across the Atlantic, and we're of course going to try to expand our beachheads over here, land our forces and so on and so forth. Before we're going to do that though, I do think we need to discuss a little bit the situation up here, because it does appear like one of our major bottlenecks is going to be the supply situation. So I think we're going to be suffering from quite a bit of supply shortage. So what we do need to do, I think, is build up more ports. We are of course strengthening the ports in San Francisco and LA already, but I do think we want to build another port down here in the area of probably Orange County, and I'm not entirely sure, and we're going to prioritize that just after the infrastructure in California itself. So that is of huge importance for us, as is the reconstruction of some of these infrastructure down here in Middle America. So that is something that we do need to deal with, and I would indeed like to get more of that. So since we can't get that many troops into America in the first place, let's switch out of army training into potentially construction engineering. It's going to accelerate the construction just a little bit. I'm also going to go ahead and take a decision, because I do think we can issue war bonds. That's going to cost us a little bit of political capital, but not that much actually, and it does allow us to repair a lot of this stuff much more effectively. So that is going to be nice. And you know what, we can deprioritize the Falkland Island radar infrastructure behind the repair of all of these civilian factories, because that is going to give us a lot more production as we go ahead. Good. Other than that, yeah, we are trying to break hold on over here, and there is a very tough fight over here, and you can see the Americans do have a lot of divisions in any of these provinces. Actually, they are kind of not that strong up here, but over here 28 divisions here. We are being pushed back very strongly, but I do think it makes more sense to defend a little bit more strongly down here. We are bringing in reinforcements all over the place, so that is certainly good to see and very welcome. Over here, San Francisco, we have landed the first reinforcements, but they are very low in organization and we are being pushed back. So let's start the game and see whether we can push back the Americans. I'm slightly hopeful, except for the 7th Kuma division. Not sure whether these guys are going to hold out. But then again, the Americans are losing organization very quickly here. And indeed, they dropped the one guy, the other one should follow shortly. And these guys will hopefully hold out. There's a justification of the United States against us, and we are bombarding some port infrastructure here with submarines. That's nice to see. A little bit of naval battles going on, not too much. We do try to advance down here, and that is actually very welcome. So let's try to get at least 2 more guys into here and potentially into Upper Acapulco. This area up here is a little bit more deceptive though. These defensive lines are holding out, except for Tijuana, and Tijuana is a problem, because if Tijuana falls and this area falls, we have no way to really withdraw our forces. So I would really like if Tijuana was to stay in our hands. I would really love that. We really shouldn't be losing this fight. We also producing stuff with no template, that's fine, there we go. So finally, it appears we have beaten back the Americans over here with our 2nd Japanese Army Division. That's pretty good. So I would like to issue an offensive line with these guys. And I think what we want to do is potentially try to capture this territory up here, so that we can cut them off at least somewhat. So that hopefully is going to be alright. We do have quite a couple of divisions moving into position up there, so that's okay. I think soon we'll be able to accelerate time a little bit, but you know what? You need to defend down there. This really shouldn't fall. There we go, another couple of our divisions having landed, so that is extremely appreciated. Let's go ahead and pick the first Japanese army, and we're going to ask it to defend along this corridor. So we're going to define a front line from over here towards all the way to San Diego, and just going to give it a general sort of offensive line approach like that. And then we should also have the fast army. Well, you just have landed here, haven't you? Yeah. So that's good to see. And the fast army, we are going to ask you guys to be part of this front line actually, and come up towards over here. So that hopefully is going to be alright. So I think we've lost over there. Our forces have been beaten back, but that's alright. Down here is still an issue. We do have 13 divisions that are idle over here. Can you maybe advance into this area? That would be lovely. And yeah, we are suffering from low supplies. Also down here, hopefully we will be able to do something about that sooner rather than later. Good. Other than that, there are more reinforcements coming in. The Manchurian army of our Co-Prosperity group. So these are guys that are staffed with Japanese officers, but just ranks and file of our allies. So these guys will be coming in handy, although they're not quite as strong as our core armies, of course. But still, they should be doing alright. The Battle of Tijuana is the most critical aspect right here, I think. So we are taking some Americans over here. They are very low in organization because they probably just came in via railroad. And that does always mean that they are a little bit less adept at moving out. So, you know what? Can I ask two of you guys to attack into this area? It's only 2 divisions that we are facing, so hopefully that's going to be alright. I think with the 8 combat with, we should be doing alright over here. These guys will be overrun. Overrun? How can you be overrun? Oh, were you withdrawn to that place? I thought I told you to go to San Francisco. That's very unfortunate. But you know what? These things happen, so I'm not going to save scum on that. Right, and we are advancing there, so that should be okay. We are now facing more divisions up here. But at least we should be kicking one out. And potentially some of these other guys as well. And we have cancelled their attack mode, so that too is good for us. Naval combat, we should be having a look at that. So some Dutch submarines attacking us, but that should hopefully be alright. I think I did bring up some anti-submarine warfare groups towards that general vicinity. Why are all of you guys damaged? Why are all of you guys damaged? Was there some storm or something? I'm not sure. Quite a bit of damage on our anti-submarine warfare groups. Interesting to see. Where are you actually? You are taking a very long route. Okay, that's fine. Some battle on down there. But it's with the Germans, so we don't know exactly about it. Right, over here. Wait a minute, I did see a lot of idle guys here. Where have all the Americans gone? There are some. That's really weird. Okay, the defensive line up here at least is holding out. Although we are going to that place as well. Our first army is coming in, so that's good to see. You guys are attacking, but I think you will be fine. It's just one division, really. So yeah, hopefully we are going to be alright. More port strikes. Sinking these Dutch submarines is always a good job for us. Okay. Now we do have control of that area up there. So that is rather nice. I think you'll be alright defending here. You should be doing fairly well, actually. So yeah, once that battle is done, I think we'll resume our attack on this area. And you know what? I'm fairly confident that we'll be holding out onto this area. So let's actually build another port up here and really prioritize the construction of that. Not quite as important as the infrastructure itself, but yeah, we do need a lot more supplies coming into North America if we are to win. The Americans have such a huge lead on us. It really isn't quite funny. So yeah, you guys do attack over here. Let's try to support you with one division from there, and at the very least one of these anti-tank guys. Yeah, there we go. We are doing a lot more damage than they are, so hopefully we'll be able to kick them out rather quickly and expand our footprint here. Down in the southern area, we are doing some damage against the Americans. That's good to see. Always rather welcome. You know what? Since this area is entirely unoccupied, let's take 2 of our divisions and advance into there. And yeah, Tijuana has fallen, which is not nice, but we do have a naval base down there, so it's not the end of the world yet. But I'd still rather like to win this battle. Yeah, we are doing more damage overall, but our organization is much worse. On the other hand, if we can kick out just a couple of these guys, we should be doing much better. Yeah, so we are doing that, so that's okay. This attack isn't going quite as well as I would have hoped. Still, we are progressing, so that's good. Another battle up here. Lots of Americans coming in now. But still, with the combat width, I think we are out-damaging them by quite a bit. And actually kicking them back into the defense. We've lost a convoy over here, or rather our allies have. It's a little bit unfortunate, but not much that can be done about that. Let's take a look at the construction. So a lot of repairs, just minor repairs though. So it doesn't even pay to use different trades. This attack, not going well. Not going well at all. Okay, so you guys stop here for a second. This attack is still going on alright, and you know what? Since we do have free reign over this area, let's do move into there. We're dealing more damage than they are, so that's always a good reason for me to attack. Over here it doesn't seem like we're winning, so that's unfortunate. This area is extremely vulnerable now. We are bringing in the Green Army up over there. Maybe we should bring you down to Santiago. Could even bring you up over here. How about our allied armies? You are coming up here. You know what? Let's try to bring the Green Army into this port via California. I cannot. Yeah, I can. Good. Alright. 73%. How are you holding out for such a long time? There's a big problem because we don't have any anti-air units and any good anti-air units, nor do we have any air units themselves, so we're really a little bit exposed to American air power. Okay, let's take half of you and attack into this area. Doing a lot more damage. One of our guys is wounded, that's not good. He's going to be missed for the next 30 days. I'm not sure who it was, but still. Alright, naval results. Yeah, we lost the convoy. And I do think we know about that, so that's alright. Americans losing convoy down here. Wonder where it goes, really, but not much new in Mesoamerica, so have to see a little bit about that. We are starting the reconstruction of some of these damaged things, so that's good. We have spotted an enemy fleet, but it's just a minor one, so it's not too important. How do we look in terms of construction, production? A little bit too much steel, but that's gonna go away soon as these guys are repairing. So we shouldn't do too much about that. Right, over here we are still on the offense, so that's nice. Over here we apparently lost against this area, that's extremely unfortunate. Yeah, we do need to break out of this. We do need to expand our footprint, really. Now we are on the attack over here. No good. No good at all. Okay, so you guys are attacking. You're not doing too well, are you? Oh, so let's wait a second over here. And then use all of these guys in a simultaneous attack on Tijuana. It's not really going well, I have to admit. The Americans are extremely strong, so that has to be kept in mind. Okay, this attack is at least going on alright. I think we can take about 3 divisions and attack into there. Can you get a new trade? You cannot. You know what? We might actually want to cancel our treaty with the Germans, so let's go for the Germans and let's... No. Let's recall the attaché. It's going to give us a little bit more command power, which I think will be good. Not that I'm sure that all of these guys do have any capabilities to upgrade, but sooner or later we will. Good. So we made it into here. We will be kicked back immediately because there's a little bit of funny way in how these guys are arriving at that point. Still, soon we will be able to make it over there. Well, apparently we have captured some factories, so let's have a look at our logistics. We are losing a lot of motorized and support equipment, so that is probably what we need to produce. A little bit more, so motorized equipment. It's a lot of production going into that. Same with support equipment still. Let's expand the production nonetheless. So San Francisco going on alright. Down here we are struggling a little bit more, I feel, in overwhelming any of these Americans. They are dug in, so that's always a little bit of an issue. These guys are holding out fine, so that's good to see. Making some progress against the Americans in Tijuana. It's not extremely successful. And you know what? Honestly, over here, I don't think this attack is going anywhere. We might try and attack into here, but it's muddy, it's rainy, it's a mountain. So maybe not. What we can do though is take some of our Marines and support these attacks. Justification of conquering against Saudi Arabia is finished, so that's nice. We will go ahead and declare war on Saudi Arabia right away and ask our guys over here, the 12th, these guys, to activate their attack. Yeah, we know. Primary goal over there is to deny the Americans any, or the Germans actually, any of the war capabilities. Ooh, so we are bringing in our carriers against these submarines, but we are not spotting them, so probably not going to deal much damage there. How about our destroyer squadrons? You guys are down here. You guys, on the other hand, should be somewhat closer to over here. Yeah, so that's good. Let's pick the entire thing then. Let's tell all of you to convoy escort in this area and this area. And you should hopefully be getting down into... Yeah, there we go. Lovely. Good stuff. Good. Okay. Down here, California. Oh my, oh my. Okay, now we are being counterattacked. That's no good. Well, soon we're going to get some reinforcements from the First Army, which is going to be extremely welcomed. How many divisions do we think they have up here? You know, let's try a probing attack. 3 divisions from our side, 120 width. So, yeah, we're doing more damage. So, let's see whether we can't kick them out of these mountains. We do need to expand our beachhead. American destroyers sunk. Sorry, American... so they did have a couple of destroyers over there. That's interesting. Some convoys lost. Yeah, West Coast is in low supply. Extremely low supply, actually. Okay, you guys, the motorized divisions. Let's try to bring you into here and do a train like over there. Maybe cut off some of these American divisions. You should probably stop this attack, but only for a second. Really, you are attacking into here? That looks weird. Okay, yeah, let's get you over there. and then we'll attack into there. Not into here, actually. Oh, but we do have another army over here, the 3rd Manchu Army, which is, I think, going to be alright. But where exactly do we need you? Let's delete this. Let's pick this area and assign to there so that it's a little bit cleaner. And then the 3rd Manchu Army is going to have a front line that covers San Francisco itself. And your offensive plan will be to strike over there. And on the other hand, that does mean that the 1st Army doesn't need to bother with San Francisco itself. An ace pilot is good to have always. So you guys are going into various directions. I'd like to ask you to come over there. That's lovely. How many divisions have we got? 3. Let's try to advance. I'm not sure how useful this is going to be, but 80 divisions, 80 width against 80 width. They're doing more damage than we are. So yeah, probably not worthwhile. But my little eye spots some opportunity over there, and if I could ask one of you guys to block their advance, then maybe you attack into here just to block their advance, then these guys might get over there in time. 4 days. That's an extremely slow going. You guys are all advancing, so that's nice to see. You're defending over there. The Green Army, congratulations, the 3rd Japanese Army. You have arrived over here. Let's define your front line to be this. And I would actually like a lot if you were to advance into these 2 provinces. So do please prepare for that. Good stuff. You're part of this army, you're part of the other one, but we can actually assign you to this one. 2nd, and nope, that's the 1st. So you please do just go for fallback line into this area. Good, so you have a job and you won't be bothering me with any stupid notification. Okay, let's pick one of you, attack into there so that we pin these guys down. Lots of movements down here. We are, I think, beating them back over here, even though they are funneling in a lot more reinforcements, but we too should be getting some people to join us up there. Okay, these attacks are obviously failing, but oh, 4 days, it's such a long time. I think we should advance a little bit more fastly over here. And there we go, these guys are now under attack. We are doing more damage than they are, but we are not piercing them, I believe. We have these guys. You could be joining up. How many guys do we think are there now? Well, maybe not you. You. Some of you. You have some organization. Do try probing attack. 3 divisions. We are doing a lot more damage than they are. Okay, so let's join up with 2 more divisions. If we were to get Sacramento, that would be pretty good for us, I believe. And we do need to get a river crossing at some point. Okay, so at least some progress over there. Down here, this is really what we need to take. These guys should really be beaten back, and be beaten back quickly. We are losing some steel. We'd actually like to get Nevada. Also, there's a naval combat. Let's just make sure that this isn't too big. So yeah, actually some of our destroyers are now driving off these Dutch submarines, so that's nice to see. It would be great if this was actually to fall, because that would allow our Venezuelan friends to cut off their retreat there. Over here we have actually gotten into Acapulco, so that's nice. It would be extremely good if we could cut them off anywhere over here. Anywhere really. But ideally maybe into this area. Although there is an airbase over here, we don't really know how many divisions are over here, so let's try to attack from 2 directions. Or actually we can do 3 directions, so Maybe that's gonna help out. And at 60 width, they are easily capable of matching that. But they're not able to match our defensive strength. On the other hand, sorry, our offensive strengths. On the other hand, they do have a lot more divisions than we have. But I think we might be able to succeed over here. So, you know what? Let's make actually sure to try and engage as strongly as we can over here. And since we are doing this anyway, let's try to do some spoiling attacks so that they don't get to reinforce quite as quickly. And you guys are all attacking, that's fine. You should also be attacking. Yeah, so these attacks will very, very likely fail. But at the very least, they are for a second preventing any additional reinforcements for the Americans. And now we are on par over here. So 4 divisions from our side, 4 on their side. Our divisions are much stronger individually, even though the enemy has quite a bit more. Yeah, and this doesn't seem to be going on too well. Just look at 8 divisions from their side, and just only 3 from our. Well then. Come on, reinforce. Okay, so please do advance into here. You are advancing into here and you are immediately coming under attack. But we should be getting reinforcements. We have very low organization, but we are dealing a lot more damage to them, so that's good. Down here, how's our attack going? So I think we've beaten them back over there. That's nice. Let's continue with these spoiling attacks into that area, so that they can't reinforce and we are actually able to cut them off over there. That would be extremely good. Oh! We've gotten another unit into here, another full-size army, and honestly I don't think it's very well situated to be over here. Simply because of the supply situation. So rather than taking them all the way to San Diego though, what we're going to do is actually we will define a front line over here. And we're going to ask you to attack into there. It's going to be a massive drain on our resources, but maybe we'll be able to do that. And then with half of you, I want to attack into here. Half of you will take there. Half of you will attack here. The other half here. So major offensive down here in the Mexican part of the front line. And over here I think can pick at least 2 and do another attack on Tijuana. The rest of the area though, I don't think we can do too much. Maybe over here? Yeah, it's a single division, so that might be worthwhile. How about up over there? Can we do it and attack like this? How many guys are here? 7 divisions. You go there, you go there. Support the attack. And these fast units are going to arrive here very soon. Come on, come on, come on. Right, there we go. Okay, so we've got 16 fast divisions. We're going to try to get over here. Except for you, 3 divisions we are going to send over there along the coast. Up over here, our attack into this area is not going exactly great. So yeah, we're going to ask the blue guys to attack though. Somewhat independently as well. And you know what, the 4th army, we're going to send you back to Hawaii for a second, because you're just draining way too much supplies. Yeah, you can see 57 out of 30, 55 out of 40, 37 out of 12. So we really need to get some more supplies into this. How is the construction of the ports coming along? Slowly, ever so slowly. And we are suffering quite a lot of infrastructure damage in California because of the heavy fighting that we do see over here. At the very least, you guys are advancing. That's lovely to see. I think we can take a couple of Marines and try to get to support this river crossing. Over here, things are generally a bit so-so. Attack into here failed. Failed terrifically. Let's try this another time though. Not you, not you, not you. Basically the low organization guys should not attack, but everyone else should. And maybe drive them back through attrition. This I very much like to see. I mean, our guys are suffering from extremely low organization, so they'll likely to be kicked out soon. But we do have enough guys to potentially reinforce, but so do they. It would be extremely lovely though to cut off these guys down here. I think they do have a port down there, but still, we'd be doing much better. Okay, so a renewed attack over here, so basically our spoiling attacks didn't quite work out as well as we would have liked to. Them to. Attack into there, attack into there, attack into here. At the very least, these guys should never receive reinforcements though in Villahermosa. But yeah. Okay, so it's a very tough going against the United States. We barely managed to extend our beachheads. A little bit drive them back from San Francisco. Some promising attacks happening here. Maybe gonna get Sacramento at some point. But it's a really tough battle. So you guys actually, we might want to extend your front line a little bit, at least into this province. And that should be okay. So half of you are gonna go over there, I think. Yeah, so at least you can attack from two directions then into here. And all of the motorized equipment, you've been beaten back, haven't you? Probably. This is very tough going. So we will need to fight the Americans extremely slowly. You guys, I think you're part of these guys that are just sent back, aren't you? Okay, all of you, please do go into Hawaii. Hold, go into Hawaii. Don't use any more supplies than you're already doing. Hold. Do go into Hawaii. There we go. Really? Really? Hold. Go into Hawaii. Okay, there we go. Good. Very tough going. Do let me know whether there's anything you think we could be doing better. Otherwise, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.